Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Monday, the 15th of April. The Housing Minister says the Tenancy Tribunal will decide what reasons are acceptable for a landlord to refuse a pet. New changes to tenancy laws will allow tenants to keep pets by paying an extra bond and accepting liability for damage. Landlords can only withhold consent on reasonable grounds. Chris Bishop says it's intended to start a conversation between landlords and tenants about having pets.
There are going to be crunchy cases, some of which will end up at the Tenancy Tribunal, and as there's a variety of case law over various different grounds of the RTA right now, that will be worked through and it will be assisted by the guidance.
A Rotorua man's been charged after a police officer got facial injuries trying to stop a fleeing driver. Police stopped a vehicle in Hamilton on Saturday night, but an officer had to jump into the car as its driver accelerated away to avoid being hit or pinned. Reid Etherington has more.
The officer was allegedly assaulted inside as he used his taser and pepper spray to stop the driver. The car crashed and the alleged driver was taken into custody after being found hiding in a tree. An 18-year-old man is due in court on 5 charges while the officer is recovering at home.
In Australia, up to 18 million Australian dollars will go towards an independent coronial inquest into Saturday's stabbings in a Sydney mall. 6 were killed and 12 critically injured at the Westfield Bondi Junction. New South Wales Premier Chris Minns says the coroner's office will receive full staff and resources. He says it will look at the police response and the criminal investigation and Defender Joel Cauchi's interactions with authorities.
Concurrently, an Assistant Deputy State Coroner will be appointed for all forensic investigations that take place during the period of that public inquiry.
Israel's war cabinet hasn't announced next moves after talks since a drone and missile attack from Iran over the weekend. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has spoken with counterparts from Turkey, Egypt, Jordan and Saudi Arabia, emphasising the need to avoid escalation. Spokesperson for Israel's Prime Minister Tal Heinrich told CNN they don't want a full-fledged war, but she claims Iran's been looking to hurt them for a long time.
This did not start yesterday or 2 weeks ago or on October 7th. Everywhere you look around the region where you see bloodshed and chaos and terrorism, you see the footprints of Iran.
Would removing cameras from fishing boats be a backwards move? MPIs reviewed footage from 127 vessels carrying monitoring cameras, finding dolphin captures have risen nearly 7-fold since 2018, and contact with albatross is up 3.5%. Fisheries Minister Shane Jones is reviewing camera use. Greenpeace campaigner Ellie Hooper says pulling back on monitoring would be foolish.
The impact is far larger and we may need to really adjust the way that fishing happens in New Zealand and the amount of fish that is being caught.
To sport, and golfie's Scotty Scheffler has tipped his hat to the man he beat to the Masters title. Tournament debutant Ludwig Oberg finished second at 7 under par. Scheffler says he played superbly. Kiwi Connor Bell has bettered his own national discus record. Connor Bell has finished 5th at a meet in Oklahoma with a best attempt of 68.10 metres, improving his national mark by over a metre. And the Oklahoma City Thunder have clinched top seeding in the NBA's Western Conference. I'm Raylene Ramsey. That is your afternoon news fix, and we'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.